Hello my people, welcome back to my channel, Down with Don. I'm Don. So today we are going to be reacting to the new Superman trailer. James Gunn Superman comes out in July. Don't remember the date, but I know it's July. So little thing about me and Superman. Me and DC, honestly. I am not the biggest DC fan. I've always been more of a Marvel person. For DC, the only person who I just truly love at DC is Batman. I will watch pretty much anything Batman related. Love Batman. He's my second favorite superhero after Spider-Man. But yeah, me and DC, we just, we cool, but it's just certain stuff like, and I mean, I know this is the DCU now, and not the DCEU, which the DCEU, it was alright. I mean, I did watch, I've never been the biggest Superman fan either, but I mean, I did watch Man of Steel. It was cool. Not my favorite, but I did like Henry Cavill as Superman, I will say. Batman vs. Superman, I didn't like it. I did not like Batman vs. Superman. But I know that's the past, so we talking about it now. But the first trailer for this, I was honestly surprised by how well I liked it. Because like I said, I'm not the biggest Superman fan. But I swear, it's always something. My last video, it was like a motorcycle revving its engine outside. Now they're out there cutting the grass or something. But anyway, Superman. Yeah, so like I said, I'm not the biggest Superman fan. And I've never claimed to be. And I don't really know much about like Superman's world. I guess like his world building or anything like that. Like, I know the basics. I know Superman. I know Lois Lane. I know he works at the Daily Planet. Clark at least works at the Daily Planet. His human persona, or his civilian persona, I guess I'll say. Raised on a farm, came from Krypton. Like, I know the basics. Lex Luthor's his mortal enemy, his arch enemy, whatever you want to call it. He's Kryptonite is his weakness. So like, I know the basics and stuff like that. Like, and some of the characters that were shown in the first trailer, like I knew the Green Lantern, Guy Gardner. I know his particular Green Lantern only because I've seen him in like some of the other stuff, like the cartoons and stuff. Hawk Girl, I know her. I know Hawk Girl, which I'm sure she's probably gonna be in this trailer too. I know her character from the Justice League cartoon, but apparently this isn't that same Hawk Girl. This is a different iteration of Hawk Girl. That I did not know until I saw it on Twitter the other day. Somebody was talking about it, and this whole time I thought it was the Hawk Girl from the Justice League cartoon, but apparently it's not. It's not that one. This is I think they said this is like the third one or something like that. For what they said on Twitter, I kind of looked it up a little bit too, just to kind of see, and I guess the one in the cartoon was like the first one, I guess, but this is like the third one. This is the one I guess who they said is like the current one in the comic books, something like that. Like I said, I ain't the biggest DC fan, so I don't really know much about this type of stuff. So before we get into this trailer, I will say I trust in James Gunn. I did like his work in the Suicide Squad, the Peacemaker show, so I trust in him. And even though I'm not the biggest Superman fan, I do believe that this is probably gonna be a good movie, especially based off the first trailer. Like I said, it was a good one, so I think this is gonna be a good one. I'm about to go ahead and get to this trailer, see what's happening, see what's cooking. Look up in the sky, it's a bird, it's a plane, it's Superman, bitch, let's go.
Are you being serious right now?
Yeah,
You'd let me interview you as Superman.
sure.
Ready?
Let's do it, Cronkite.
Superman.
Miss Lane.
Recently, you've come under a lot of fire for what some
It's a
might.
lot of
It's a lot.
Mm.
Today, the Secretary of Defense said he was going to look into your actions. That's funny.
My actions? I stopped a war.
Maybe.
Not maybe. I did.
In effect, you illegally entered a country.
This is how you're gonna be?
I'm not the one being interviewed, Superman.
Damn.
Did you consult with the
Look at this
president?
hater. Man, a hater, yeah.
No.
You seemingly acting as a representative of the United States will cause
anybody
more
except for me.
problems around the world.
Damn.
And doing good.
I hate to live in this city.
I would question myself in the same situation and consider the consequences.
People were going to die.
Oh, you upset? Get your ass up, man.
Hey, buddy. Eyes up here.
Who is that? Christoph. Who is she? What is that?
Your choices. Your actions. That's what makes you who you are.
Superman. He's not a man. He's an it. He's somehow become the focal point of the entire world's conversation.
Generational hater.
But will not accept that.
I cleaned your boots. I'll go get them for you.
Okay, this look cool for real.
You have a dog?
I'm interested. I am interested. All right, let's talk a little bit. So, that trailer was great. Thought it was fantastic, honestly. The first trailer was good too, but this trailer was, I ain't gonna say even better. It was probably on par, but both great trailers. But yeah, I'm definitely, like I said, I'm not the biggest Superman fan. I don't know how many times I'm gonna say it, but I'm not the biggest Superman fan. But I will definitely be seated for this, probably opening weekend. It just look like it's like a really good movie, you know. This like it's gonna be real good for real. I'm actually excited, and I can't, I don't really say I'm excited about Superman related stuff, but yeah, this like is gonna be a good movie for real. And like it looks like a lot happening, and I know James Gunn was saying that like he's not doing origins, which is cool, cause I don't need to see the same origin. Like I'm pretty sure at this point everybody knows Superman's origin. We know his planet blew up. Like we all know this. He got sent to Earth as a baby, raised on a farm. So we know these things. So I wanted to see it again. I like that, there's already like other superheroes and stuff like that. Like the Green Lantern, the Hawk Girl, like I already mentioned, Mr. Terrific, Metamorpho. So I know a couple of people. Mainly because, like I said, I watch the cartoons and like Young Justice and stuff like that. Generational hater, Lex Luthor. But so like it's some people who I already know, but yeah, this like is gonna be a real good one for real. I will say I'm actually interested to see how the month of July is gonna go, because this comes out in July and Fantastic Four also comes out in July. And honestly, I thought one of them was gonna move their dates, but both of them stuck to July. I'm kind of surprised that one didn't move their dates, because honestly, between this and Fantastic Four, I'm gonna go see both of them. And I'm pretty sure most people probably will go see both of them, unless you just don't like one or the other. But I don't know. I just thought that one of the studios would have moved their movie. But one of them they probably don't want like conceding or something like that. Me personally, if I was one of the studios, I probably would have moved my movie just because Fantastic Four is Fantastic Four. There's a lot of hype around it. There's a lot of hype around this. Personally, I feel like there may be more hype surrounding Superman. And the reason I say that is because this is like the first big movie in James Gunn's DCU. So that's why I kind of feel like this one might actually, shine a little bit more. A couple familiar faces. I know Frank Grillo is in here, which I saw him a couple of times in the trailer. He is playing Rick Flag. Rick Flag? I think that's his name. Rick Flag, the guy from Suicide Squad. Pretty sure that's his name. He's playing Rick Flag Sr. I think they say he voiced him in the cartoon, the Creature Commandos cartoon. I didn't watch that show, but I believe they say he voiced him in that. he's also supposed to be playing him, I believe, in Peacemaker season 2. So yeah, so I'm kind of curious to see how like all of this stuff is kind of going to connect, especially since now we're like officially in James Gunn's DCU. So I'm very eager to see all of that. But yeah, I thought this was a fantastic trailer, honestly. At first, for a minute, I thought Lois Lane had known that Clark was Superman when she was interviewing him in the beginning, because he was in regular clothes. He wasn't in his Superman fit, but I guess he was just wearing regular clothes as Superman because he didn't have his glasses on and he had his little twirl in his hair and stuff like that. And like I know when he's Clark, his hair looks a little bit different, and he got his glasses on, of course. So I don't think I think she's interviewing with Superman because he's Superman. I don't think she makes the correlation, like most people don't. I don't know if they're gonna go the route like they did in the DCEU when they have Lois Lane, kind of find out towards the end of, I think it was the end of Man of Steel, when she finds out that Clark is Superman. So I guess we'll see. But yeah, I did like that trailer. I thought it was really good. So yeah, like I said, I am definitely excited about this movie when it comes out. So I will definitely be seated when it comes out July the 11th. But that's all I got for y'all today. Please like and subscribe, and thank y'all for supporting, and I'll talk to y'all later. Bye-bye.